Good morning students, once again welcome all of you on this video session. So today we are going to start a very fresh and very important chapter of your class, and that is chapter number 3, pair of linear equation into variables. In the previous few videos, few sessions, we have discussed a very important chapter, that was polynomial, in which we have all seen various concepts of polynomials, like the zeros of polynomials, like the degree of polynomials, in which we have seen a very important concept for your exam purpose, that is a remainder theorem. That is very important topic, that is very important concept of polynomials from your exam point of view. So I hope you all can understand the concept of polynomials and the various concept of polynomials whatever I have discussed in few videos before. Now again we are starting a very important chapter, linear equation into variable, a pair of linear equation into variable. About the equation, from class 7th you have been listening about the term equation. You have solved many questions on the basis of equation, and from class 8 you have been listening the term linear equation. Okay, in class 8 you have discussed about the term linear equation in one variable. In class 9th you have discussed linear equation in two variable. Now in class 10th again we will discuss some more concept of linear equation in two variable. Okay, so listen very carefully, keep your notebook with you and write everything whatever I am going to discuss, and try to understand the concept, a very easy and very interesting concept about the linear equation into variable. Okay, so in class 9th you have already discussed, you have already learned about the linear equation in two variable. But before we are going to start the various concept of linear equation in two variable, just we will recall some facts about linear equation, whatever we have discussed, whatever you have learned in class 9. So let's start this session by what does linear equation in two variable means. What does it means? What is linear equation in two variables? So I will write it here, the statement, and then I will discuss with an example. Okay, so first of all write a statement. Okay, so an equation in the form, an equation in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are real number, and a and b is not equal to 0. So here I have written an equation in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, I will explain you later with an example. But you are already familiar with this equation in class 9th, you have already learned, but I just recall the concept. So an equation in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers. Okay, a, b, c are real number, and a and b is not equal to 0. A, b and c are real number, but a and b is not equal to 0 is called a linear equation. equation is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 here. An equation is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 where a, b and c are a real number and a, b is not equal to 0 is called, here, we just write it here, it's called linear equation in two variable x and y. Okay, so this is the statement of linear equation in two variable. Okay, let us see an example. Example will more clear the concept whatever I have written in statement. So let us see an example. Example, x plus 3y, that is equal to 6. X plus 3y is equal to 6. Okay, so this is in the form of ax plus by, can be written as like this. So this is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where ax means a into x is a variable and a is a coefficient. So here the coefficient of x you already know, the coefficient of x is what? 1. So the value of a is what? 1. Here the coefficient of y is what? 3. Okay, and the coefficient, this is the term constant term. Okay, so here this equation is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so this is a linear equation of two variable. This is a linear equation in two variable. Okay, now this is example. If you will see the another example like 2x plus 7y minus 3 is equal to 0. This is also a linear equation because 2x ax plus b1 plus c, it is also written as plus minus 3, means minus 3 can be written as like this. Okay, so this is also in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This equation can be written like this: 2x plus 7y minus 3 is equal to 0. It can be written like 2x plus 7y if we will write all the variables in the left side and the constant on the right side. This minus 3 after transposition it becomes plus 3. Okay, so it can be written like that: 2x plus 7y is equal to 3. This is also a linear equation of two variables. Okay, so these are the examples of linear equation in two variables. If you can write this statement: an equation is in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a and b is not equal to 0. It's called a linear equation in two variables x and y. Okay, this is the statement and these are the examples we can write. Like first example, x plus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. Example second, 2x plus 7y plus minus 3 is equal to 0. It can be written like this: 2x plus 7y minus 3 is equal to 0. After transposition of constant in the RHS, you can write it as 2x plus 7y is equal to 3. This is also an example of linear equation in two variables. Okay, now The next part, suppose if we will take another equation like x plus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. This is also a linear equation in two variables. This is also a linear equation in two variables because it has been written as ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form. That is why it is a linear equation in two variables. Now, if the constant term is written in the right side of this equation, means in RHS part, what will happen? X plus 3y is equal to 6. X plus 3y is equal to 6. Now, if we will put some value, if we will take some value of x and y, if we will take some value of x and y, then what will happen? Okay, let us substitute. Substitute means let us put some value of x and y. Okay, then see what will happen. Okay. Let's substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 in this given equation. Let us substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 in this equation. Okay. Then what will happen? Let us substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 in LHS of this equation. Okay, in LHS of this equation. Let's see what will happen. Just try to understand and just listen what I am delivering here. Okay. So first try to understand what will happen. If substitute x is equal to 0, here in this equation, if we will take x is equal to 0 plus 3 into y is equal to 2. So what will happen? 0 plus 3 into, so 0 plus 6. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. This is equal to what? This is equal to RHS of this equation. If we have taken x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2, okay, if we will take x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2, then what we will see, the value of LHS after putting the value of x and y what we have taken, the value is equal to what? RHS of the equation. The value is equal to what? RHS of this equation. That's why this x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 are the solution of the given equation. Are the solution of the given equation. If so, what will happen? If we will take an equation and put some value of the variables, means x and y. If we will take some equation, okay, like that I have taken x plus 3y that is equal to 6, and if we will put the value of x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2, then we see that the value of LHS, whatever we will get after putting the variables, after putting the value of variables, we will see the value of LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, so when the value becomes equal to RHS for those value of variables, when the value becomes equal to RHS for those value of variables, that values are the solution for that equation. That values are the solution for that equation. Okay. So I have written x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 are the solution of the given equation. If we will take, suppose if we will take x is equal to 1, okay, let us suppose in this equation x plus 3y is equal to 6. This was the equation. Let us suppose, so we all know that, and we all see that x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 are the solution of this equation. Now if we will take, suppose if you will tell me that sir, put the value of x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, you can put any value. Okay, suppose I will put x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, 3 into 2. So what we will get? 1 plus 3 into 2, 6, 7. Is this equal to RHS? No. 7 is not, the value of LHS is not equal to RHS. That is why the value whatever I have taken, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, is not the solution of this equation. Okay, is not the solution of this equation. So if I will take x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, the value of LHS is not equal to RHS. That is why this value is not equal to, this value is not the solution of this linear equation. But in the previous example, in the previous value of x and y, the value of LHS is equal to RHS. That is why the values whatever I have taken, x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 are the solution of this linear equation. Okay, so what is solution of linear equation? So those value of variables that will satisfy LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, that will satisfy LHS is equal to RHS. If LHS is equal to RHS for the value of variables, in that case that value will be the solution of linear equation. Okay, the given linear equation. Now the next part is, what does it means geometrically? In previous class, means in class 9th, you have drawn, you have learned about the solution of linear equation, but what does it mean geometrically? Geometrically, what does it mean? So how we will represent it geometrically? Okay, so in class 9th, in previous class, you learned that when you will draw a graph of linear equation, means geometrically or graphically, when you will draw a graph of linear equation in Cartesian plane. Okay, when you will draw a graph, like in Cartesian plane, suppose this is a graph, this is a plane like a graph paper. This plane is called Cartesian plane, on which you will locate a point. That plane is called Cartesian plane. So when you will draw a graph of a linear equation, you see that the graph will be a straight line. Okay, the graph is in straight line. So here we will see, if we will draw, because we are learning about the pair of linear equations. So when we will draw a graph of pair of linear equation, it means when we will draw a graph for two linear equation, then we will get two straight lines. Suppose if we will draw a graph, so we need to draw two intersecting lines. One is vertically and another is horizontally. Okay. So one is horizontally and another is vertically, and the point where these lines are intersect, that is origin. Okay. The horizontal line is called x-axis, as you all know that, and the vertical line is called y-axis. Okay, represented as x, x dash, y and y dash. You all know that. So if we will draw a graph of linear equation, a single linear equation, then we will get a straight line like this. Let us suppose. Like this. Okay. If we will draw a graph, of a straight line, sorry, a linear equation, we will get a straight line. Okay. Similarly, if we will draw a graph of another line, then again we will get a straight line. Okay. Like this. Suppose like this, we will get a graph. Okay. So here you can see that these two lines are also intersects. Means these two lines, the graph of two equations. Okay. Just understand. I will give you an example so that it will more clear. Just understand the concept. I am just recalling the concept. These all things are you have already learned in class 9. I am just recalling the concept so that you can better understand the more concept which are going to deliver in the next session. So if we will draw a graph of a linear equation, we will get a straight line. If we will draw a graph of pair of linear equation, we will get two straight lines. Okay, like in this way. If we will draw a graph of pair of linear equation, one graph will draw like this. Okay, so when we will draw a graph of pair of linear equation, three following possibilities can happen. Three possibilities can happen. Okay. If we will draw, a graph of two linear equations, suppose in first case, what can happen? In first case, what can happen? If we will draw a two line for two linear equations, it may intersect at a point. Okay, it may intersect at a point. If we will draw if we will draw a line representing linear equation, first case it may intersect at a point. In second case it never intersect to each other, means it will be parallel to each other. Means a line which is never intersect each other means they are parallel, then only they cannot intersect each other. Okay, so in first case we will see either the lines representing linear equation intersect each other or they are not intersecting each other. Okay, in second case. In third case, very interesting case, very interesting case. What will happen when we will draw the graph of pair of linear equations? So first we will draw a graph of equation that will be a straight line for first equation. If we will draw a graph of another equation, then what we will see? We will see that line representing a collapse over the previous line, means coincident, means both the lines representing the pair of linear equation coincident each other. Okay, I will explain when we will draw a graph how it will be coincident. So when you will draw a graph of pair of linear equation, you will see these three possibilities, these three following possibilities. First possibility is either the graph of both the equation intersect each other or parallel to each other. Okay, first is either intersect each other, parallel to each other or coincident each other, means overlap. If the line is for first equation is gone through like this, the another line is also gone through like this, so that we will see the both lines representing both equations coincident each other. Okay, so these three possibilities can happen when we will draw a graph of pair of linear equation. Okay, these three possibilities can happen. Okay, now, so how we will draw a graph? The very important thing is how we will draw a graph. So as you all know that we have already learned in class 9 how we need to draw a graph. Like let us suppose if we will take an example x, suppose x minus 2y is equal to 0, and if we will take another equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. This is a pair of linear equation and we need to draw it on a Cartesian plane, means on a graph paper. So how it will be drawn? So we will draw it like, first we will write it, we will represent it as a single variable. So we will write it as x minus 2y is equal to 0, that x is equal to 2y and y is equal to x upon. Okay, we can write it as a y is equal to x upon 2. Similarly, it will be written like this: 3x plus 4y. This equation I have written here. 3x plus 4 is equal to 20. It will be written like this: 4y is equal to 20 minus 3x, and y is equal to 20 minus 3x upon. So what I did, I just write both these equations in representing as a single variable. Okay, so y is equal to this, y is equal to this. These things you have already did in class 9. Now what we will do? We will take, because to draw a line, we have to take 2 points. So if we will take the value for the coordinate, if we will take x is equal to 0 here, if we will take x is equal to 0, we will get y is equal to 0. If we will take x is equal to 2, we will get y is equal to 1. So that we will get two different coordinates, so that we will draw a line for this equation. Okay, we will draw a line for this equation. Now if we will draw a line for this equation, if we will take, suppose if we will take here, this is 4. Okay, sorry. If we will take x is equal to 0, so we will get y is equal to 5. After putting x is equal to 0, if we will take x is equal to 0, we will get y is equal to 5. And suppose if we will take x is equal to 4, we will get y is equal to 2. Now we have got two different coordinates for both the equation. We can easily draw a line. On graph for this equation. Okay, so in this way you can draw a graph. So for this equation, in this way you can draw a graph for this equation on a Cartesian plane. Okay, so your homework will be exercise 3.1, question number 1, 2, 3. Only 3 questions are there. So these questions are your homework. 1, 2, 3. Solve it in your graph paper. Okay. Only you need to draw it graphically. And represent it algebraically. Okay. So thank you so much for joining this session. If you have any doubt, you can write it in this discussion. Thank you so much.